Elo Hell. This is not a crazy high-end game for once, which seems to be more of the theme. So if you guys don't know how to get in on Elo Hells, when I do Elo Hell, I have to do it on stream because that's how I fill up lobbies quickly. You can sign up through a sign-up sheet on the nights I do Elo Hell, and this was the first person to sign up who also happened to have a bunch of good jungle games. Here's his stats. It's Diabolic Creed in the chat. For Twitch, it's actually Yusuf. He's got decent amount of hours, jungle main, bunch of solid games, some even games, but a bunch of good ones mixed in. Don't get me wrong, I think he's a bad game here, but it says ADC. Most of his jungle games seem to be decent or even, not a lot of feeding. So I want to see how he performs. He's really low MMR, 1241 gold 5. So he's actually not even gold 5. This MMR is like silver, I think. I mean, not far off gold 5. We threw him in a lobby from 1800 MMR to 2250 MMR, I think, maybe a little bit lower. It's more like 1850 to 2200. It's kind of the MMR difference. Threw him on a team. Teams are fairly balanced. Takuna's probably the highest MMR in the lobby, I think, or, you know, should be. He's down kind of bad in ranked right now. And we'll see how he plays out. He got his main Pele. I'm not a Pele hater. I want to see some good performance here. Team comp is solid outside of Ichel, but Ichel's a Kuna, so I'm okay with that. And I don't think Ichel's bad. The other team went Arachne though. I was playing Arachne last night, ability based Arachne, but you go Golden Blade for farm, then you sell it late for more ability damage. It was slopping. So I'm interested to see what this guy does, Palestinian guy on the Arachne. We got a Freya Ganesha lane. Their hyper late game is nuts. Morgan Le Fay mid, Achilles solo. What's the clear difference between the 1 and the 3? Like a half a second? Not starting the 4? Oh, dude, you start SPL players can start their ultimates? Bro, I always knew you guys were paid to win this game. It's crazy. SPL players get all the perks. They're not even pros. Arena players are better. I personally would rather have an arena player than an SPL player. Is he not going to use his 1 again? Okay, why did he just hold his 1? He only used it once, right? That's different. The new Apex anime clip? No. I'll check it out after this. Excuse me. Okay, so while we're letting this guy start, I coached somebody today, guys. He was playing on 30 cents in game, mouse and keyboard, 30 cents in game. 3,000 DPI on 30 cents. 3,000 DPI on 30 cents. Yeah, bro. After I coached him, I was like, what's your DPI? He's like, I don't know. He's like, I changed it once, but I don't know what it is. I was like, all right, pull it up. So he figured it out. He pulled it up. It was 3,000. I was like, change it right now. I was like, your life's about to change. And then I was like, what's your in-game sense? And he looked it up. It was 30. Okay, he's playing this. This is the first jungler that matched aggression and didn't just die. That was a good play. He's looking for an engage though. He probably shouldn't. He's pop more health pots. You're gonna go in, please keep your health pots thinking. Nice, good poke. Ichel doing woo. Sheesh. But yeah, sadly I couldn't get him to fix it during the game, but I had him to fix it afterwards. I was like, you're gonna be playing in slow motion. He was like, he would move like an inch on his mouse and it would like shift. He could do like a 360 with it. Okay, his team's clapping right now. Now I'm gonna say this now before this game gets any farther. If you watch this on Twitch or on YouTube and his team is crushing it and you think because his team is crushing it and he's following suit that he's in Elo Hell, you need to learn how to analyze the game better, which is probably why you're not really good watching. If this happens, I'm not saying that's exactly what's gonna happen, but I'm saying if it does, if you can't actually analyze what he is doing individually, because most people can't, your average player cannot, you won't understand if he's in Elo Hell or not. He is very aware though. I've seen so many people just eat that and have the mid come over and kill him. Yeah, he was at 3k DPI. For reference, your highest DPI you should play on is 1500. 800 is at the average, but 1500 is like what the other, you know, the next number that a lot of people play at. 400 would be the third. Nothing higher. And then mouse and keyboard sense in game, 20 I think is the default, and really I don't think you should play above 20. I think 20 is the max you should probably be playing at. He is the guy, the guy I coached today was a wrist gamer though. So when you're a wrist gamer, you need higher sense, because if you just aim with your wrist, you need to be able to turn around with just wrist movement. So you do need a little bit higher sense. So I think I had him leave it on 30 and I lowered his DPI to 800, and I told him if he was comfortable with it, go lower, but if not, just stay on that. I play at 800 DPI 7 cents. Viz, I got you next then, assuming you have ranked games played and aren't complete dog ass. So he's playing super conservative right now. As a jungler, I have to see him go for some kind of ganks. If he just AFK farms here and doesn't even look at ganks, I don't care if he like fully commits to the gank, but if he doesn't look for a gank, throw some abilities out here before the 8-minute mark, I'm gonna be really questioning what he does as a jungler. So like this Achilles just double dashing right and he won't go for it. So he's on farm. He's in farm mode. Not a bad thing. This is good farm, but I do hope he's noticing he's, you know, people are out of position. Thoughts on his leveling? I don't like this. This used to be a thing when Pele first came out, and I've seen people still do it, so I'm not gonna shit on it completely. Okay, that was really bad ult. Like a really bad ult. That's a Ganesh. He's gone. All he had to do was keep throwing over and won. But yeah, his damage number is gonna be low. His ability to land a knockable maybe more than one person is gonna be good, but it's early game. It shouldn't be hitting more than one person. And he uses it to clear, so he doesn't have self peel. That was a KS ult. It was he could have got the kill though with his one if he was leveling his one. People just do weird stuff, man. The guy I coached today, he's new, so I don't fault him, but he was maxing his one on Ao Kuang after his 3, and I'm like, I had to. He doesn't know a lot of. He's very new, so he didn't know you could throw the 2 out for a slow. He didn't know the 2 procced on the 3. I explained to him how that rat I coached the other day didn't know you could buy the acorn out of base. There's a lot of little things that people need to pick up on, but when you're new and no one tells you, you're not going to know about it. See what he goes for. Still 0 ganks, by the way. His kill is a KS out of a fight that had already happened, and he was the last one in the fight. He's walking over ward and doesn't know it. Apparently they don't know it either. That's crazy. That's criminal. I think Sad Hyper's 1900 MMR. Remember, Diabolical Creed is 1200 MMR. And he's so far had way better awareness. Way better awareness. Alright, so he's leveling his 2 to rank 3 for the range. I assume that's what his goal was here. I didn't yet, Prometheus. I did not. We had a really bad hailstorm today. So I didn't get a chance to do a whole lot. I got everything set up. Packages being picked up tomorrow and everything else done for that. What's up, YRNACG? Thank you for the sub. Yeah. I know if we ask him, he's gonna say he's leveling up the 2 for the range, but you can hit the 2 on your target very easily with Pele because your 3 is gonna keep you right on top of them. Semi-confusing. They're up almost 3k gold. Ow, well, that's 4-0, I guess. Recourse earn. Really? Thank you for the 5 gifted. Somebody else. Oh, Bloodstream. Thank you for the 5 gifted. I knew I read your subs and I was talking about something else and I forgot to go back. Bloodstream with 5 gifted. Thank you so much, Bloodstream. Recourse with 5 gifted. Thank you, Recourse. Appreciate it. Avalanche, thank you for the 2 months. Dirty Aries, thank you for the 12 months. Jay Wright with the resub. That guy smells. Thank you for the 41 months, Jay Wright. West Champion, thank you for the 8 months. Alex the Great, thank you for the 6 months. Got you. I got you guys. So I said 8-minute mark. If he didn't go for a gank, I'd be really questioning what he does as a jungler. We're 40 seconds off of that, and he hasn't ganked yet once. So I'm already at the point where I highly doubt he should actually even be winning his games at 1200 MMR because he doesn't do anything. And he's against an Arachne with an XP lead. He should be just roaming and destroying lanes right now. Especially. He went for mid. No, that's. I don't call that a gank mid, bro. I'm not calling that a gank mid. You guys are pushing it. Him checking for mids being up and then walking in the lane and then walking up. Dang, okay. This other team is getting the Clapperton. What is going on? His sense is way too low. Okay, he got saved by HL. That was such a bad play. He can't turn around. What is his sensitivity? Is he on controller? Hold on. Where's my mouse? There we go. He's on PlayStation. He's on PlayStation. He's definitely on controller. Yeah, he can't turn around. His sensitivity is way too low. Dude, he ulted in and he couldn't turn around to auto the Arachne once. So far, his awareness, like where people are, is actually decent. But everything else, sensitivity too low. Lacking on any ganks. Oh, man. Leveling the 2 first. I don't know what's going on here. Not a fan. I wish I could pull up what their sense was. Like I could look at it. He is only 1200 MMR, but he said he should be 2000 MMR. So I put him in a game that is 100% what he said. I didn't make this up. Like he said 2000 MMR is what he should be. Which I respect, somebody actually saying, you know, something an Elo Hell player could possibly be in, but this is looking rough. My problem is he didn't look for a gank at all. He's just farming. He's been at the fights that his teams have started and gotten people low on, but he's 100% just existing. Build, let's see. He went Jotun Soul Eater. Build's fine. I'm okay with his build. I'm pretty sure his sensitivity is on way lower than 10 or 15. When I play console, I play on 10. And I can turn, or I play on 15. I lied. I think I play on 15. And I can turn around fine. No problem. His shit's gotta be on like 7 or 5. Or his controllers. Oh, he's dead. He just, what is this? He just full, okay. Yeah, he's dead. As soon as he damage checked and did like 0 damage, he never should have ulted into that. Is he going for vigor or cunning? That's the big thing. That is not a big thing. That's irrelevant, bro. How he upgrades his Jotun's glyph is completely irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Been using Smite a lot lately. Appreciate the effort. Thank you, dude. I have some like upgrades that I want to do, updates, whatever additions I want to add to the site. So I messaged my Smite dev how we're gonna go about someone else editing the site now because he's too busy to do shit, and I have a bunch of ideas I thought like we've had for a while, and then some other new ones that people have been talking about. Story with this guy, he's 1200 MMR. Says he should be 2K. He's a jungle main. He's playing the main god he plays in the jungle. He's playing very scared. He didn't even body block for Bacchus. Gonna get a kill. All of his kills so far and assists are not him doing the work. Okay, the Arachne is getting worked too. Oh my gosh. Hold on. What is this Arachne building? He's trying my ability build. Don't do everything you see, boys and girls. Ever think you could top pick in bans for each role? You mean like the tier list, but tell you what should probably be banned? That could be, yeah, if I get someone working on the website developing it, that'd be easy addition. Okay. What is happening? This is so sloppy. He's and he's still gonna try to go back into this fight instead of just clearing mid. So right now he should be clearing mid because it's free farm. The problem with going into a fight with no mana is if it turns in their favor, you're stuck in a really bad position. Oh, Arachne's in. He didn't even knock up the Arachne. Wild. He's dead. Oh, is he gonna ult out? No, he's He's dead. Oh! Body blocks? You got saved by HL. You better slurp that HL, bro. That blink is crazy. That's criminal. That was a criminal blink. What's he going next? Okay, he's going Crusher, I think? Or maybe he's going Brawlers? They have a little bit of healing. Brawlers would be better, to be honest. There's a website called Smite Counters. I see... This isn't like a website. This is like a... What the fuck is this? This website is dog shit. This is the worst website I've ever seen. Wait, bro. All right, so we're in a lull right now. This is this website someone just told me to use for Smite counters. This is dog shit. That's crazy. Yeah, that website is complete ass. Holy shit. Oh my goodness. Looks like you coded it? Bro, it looks like I coded it. I don't even know how to fucking open up something to code in. What's up, Tet? Thank you for the prime, brother. Welcome to the stream. The streams, the squads, the sub squad, weekend squad, weeknish, something. The moon shall guide you. The problem with that website is while it has some things correct, it looks like ass and it has other things that are super questionable counters that I wouldn't say is a counter. All right, coming in for the last hit. He's getting for the last hit. He is on a controller, PlayStation, I believe. I think he's on the PlayStation. Man, honestly, he's so close to being a decent player, but also not. How does the MLF die here? How does the MLF die here? No way, right? Okay, he's up. What was that? Oh my goodness gracious, the pain. Don't worry, his team is cleaning up everybody. That was a bad chase. As soon as he missed the ult, he should have been like, shit, all right, let me reset here because that didn't work out. Let me go back to farming. Yeah, he did go brawlers. I like his builds. Actually, his build is good, so that's a positive. That's one gain here. That's one W. He is he under leveled on the Arachne though? Probably not. No, this Arachne is playing horribly. Bro, this Arachne's gotta be worth nothing. Oh my goodness gracious. The deficits. This Pele hasn't farmed a second in this game. Yeah, a console player, controller players auto the air a lot. we've seen it it's been very, very common in our Elo Hell videos with console or controller players. The match is 1800 to 2200 MMR. He's 1250 MMR or something. It says he's gold 5, 1250 MMR. So either gold 5 is 1250 MMR, which is crazy, or his MMR is, you know, he should be a lot lower ranked. He's a jungler and he just sits back. He doesn't look for anything. He literally looks for nothing. He's playing like a mage. He just got the most accidental knock-up ever. Dude, he's gonna go in and last hit with his ult. Watch. He's gonna pick a target. Who's he gonna pick? His 2's up. His 1's up. His 3's up. Okay, he didn't ult. Didn't last at all. Good. Finally. Role change? I don't think so. I mean, he's a jungle main. He's just too afraid. And you instill him with bravery? I mean, dude I coached today, I was explaining that you have to test your limits to figure out what you can and can't do. So like you basically have to fail to get better. And if you just always sit back and play like a fucking pussy, then you're never gonna get any better because you're never gonna learn anything. Like today my guy was like 8-0 or 8-1 in the game, and he was like turning away and running from people when their abilities were down because he was afraid. I'm like, dude, just commit. If you die, you die. Who cares? Gotta figure out if you can, who and what you can kill. This guy hasn't even attempted to go for like an actual good kill yet. His one attempt at a kill alone was on that Freya, who he did no damage to, and then he full committed to her and died. Because you can also damage check. A damage check is when you run up and hit somebody that you're unsure of if you can kill them or not with abilities to see how much damage you do. If you run up and your one hits them for like 2% of their health, you're probably not killing them, right? But if you run up and your one hits them for 15% of their health, oh, you could probably do some work here. What crossover do I want to see in Smite? SpongeBob. Pokemon would be my #1, but SpongeBob, since they already do Nickelodeon stuff. What do you prefer for flat pen? I mean, well, it's not flat pen or percent pen. That's not how builds go. Right now, mages are prioritizing, most people are prioritizing percent pen just in general because of how tanky people are. But flat pen items are usually built for their passives and their stats, to be honest. Like Jotuns gets built for everything but the pen. And like I got picked. You see stats, whatever Spear of Death so get picked up, but it's, you know, the pen's part of it, but it's not the focus. Word check. Oh, he's up there on damage now. He should be like top damage though, with the way this game is played out. It's crazy because his team's 15-3. He's been a part of 10 kills, but he's not been a part of 10 kills. It's my rank in comp, like ranked. I don't know, like 3K, 30-50 MMR or something. So probably like top 100, something like that. They got the Phoenix for free. I'm surprised the other team's chasing here because this is turns written all over it. Fox not being there is probably why the team's running though. He took himself from Ganesh ult. It's probably because he can't turn fast enough to get out of the Ganesh ult. What's up, Sando? Sorry, Sando. So Dono, I'm good, man. How are you? I'm great. Hey, we're 2 subs off 3K again. Let's get it. Keep it up, boys. Keep it up. 4K is the dream. Star Siege is fun. I haven't played it last night, but played the night before. I think I'm gonna play Remnant too, though. Mindy wants to play. And you can play. Can you play with 3 people in that game? Because I thought in the one of the VODs I was watching of the gameplay on that game, you can play with 3 people. I'll probably do 3 if time allows it. I want to go play Remnant 2 at like 11. Yeah, 3 people. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was wondering if it had 3. Bloodstream, thank you for the 5 gifted. Skipper, thank you for the 40 months. Eric, I almost read your name as Eric the Rich. Eric. Is it Eric or is it Eric with an H? Eric with an H. The random. Thank you for the sub, dude. I haven't seen Oppenheimer yet. My goal is to see it next weekend. Oh, Zysper, if you'd have done that, it would have been epic. The comms in that game are weird though, because I'll hear people, but it sounds like I can barely hear them even though when they're pretty close. So I was reading the comments on Remnant 2 and people were saying it's all the good stuff from Remnant 1, none of the bad stuff from Remnant 1, and all the additions for Remnant 2 are good. And there were every other comment was like, this is one of the best games I've played in years. And these people have played Elden Ring, so I figure even if it's not my style of game, it should be decent fun. They lying? I mean, this is tons of comments on these videos, bro. And that game is farming views on YouTube. Yeah, it looked like Dark Souls meets like kind of Destiny-ish in terms of the gunplay, like gunplay, looter shooter. Comments are pretty spot on. A lot of improvements from the first game. Well, I never played the first one, so we'll see. They were saying loot's cool in that game or something. I don't know. They basically did what Diablo didn't. Diablo's trying, right? I think Rogue wants to play on the hardest difficulty. You make your own class in that game? Well, I'm interested. Play it tonight. Anything I play will go up on the Weekend Games channel. It's so weird having 4 YouTube channels, but because of the way YouTube works, you have to do it. Like, you can't overload a YouTube channel with content, and you can't bounce around the type of content you're doing unless it's always variety. We got the main channel for Smite. We got the VODs channel for any VODs from the stream. We got the games channel for any games I play that aren't Smite. And then we have the fucking vlog channel and everything else going on. Is he gonna engage on this finally? Like, he doesn't go in. He literally will not go in with his front line, and he's just standing next to his carries. He's positioning like a mage or a hunter with melee abilities and melee autos. Oh, Arachne. Oh my gosh, dude. This is the most PvE focused jungler I've ever seen in my life. Ever. The enemy team is just getting worked. Their draft was bad and it seems like the players just diffed. What's up, partial scope? Thank you, dude. Yeah, he could have gone in and wiped them as soon as he wasn't tanking Phoenix, but well, he will not commit to this game. Keep in mind his build too, like he has a good build. Okay, well, never mind. His build was good until he didn't go serrated. I mean, I know serrated. Hey, actually, I haven't done the math since serrated's been nerfed. Maybe Titan's Bane is good now, but realistically on Pele, that movement speed is more valuable than the 6 power or 9 power you lose. Actually, on Pele, you really only lose 6 power because you're not getting full power off the passive ever. How do you sign up for coaching? ! Coaching in the chat. It will give you a link to my Discord. That Discord link will take you to a Discord landing page where you can pick what coaching you want and pay for it. And then I do everything through Discord. I'll coach any role. Some of the coachings I've done other roles where they'll queue and they won't get like jungle or whatever their main role is, and they'll have to play something else. So I'll coach that, and then we'll do a jungle game or their main role after. Yeah, Serrated's a really, really good item. It's just bloated on stats. The thing here too is he's being backpacked. Someone's shot calling, and it's not him. It's probably Iron, but maybe it's Sakuna. So he doesn't have the shot call. He doesn't have to engage. He hasn't ganked. I mean, realistically, he's along for the ride right now. This is a deep team backpack. Maybe it's the goose. Maybe it is the goose, dude. Tater's out here goosing. Okay, Hakuna just one-shot that guy. Targeting is off. He went for the support there. Meanwhile, there's a 1 health solo behind him. He's autoing the tower instead of going on the Freya. But what is this? He's dead. It's Def Hakuna. I thought Hakuna was gone. That was not good gameplay. You leave Sunday? Ah, okay. I've been saying Ichel's good, but you have to know how to position with her to be good. But team's winning, so he belongs. I'm glad I talked about it early. I can just see this game playing out this way. Yeah, look at this. Bro, you were a part of 13 kills and you barely out damaged somebody who's a part of 2. All right, Yusuf.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. All right. What sensitivity do you play on?
Oh, that's a real good question. I'm a controller, FYI.
Yeah, we could tell. You can tell, bro.
I actually just bought a PC to switch to mouse and keyboard.
Okay, so you're gonna go through the transition phase anyway.
Yeah.
If you play,
let's see.
yeah,
Controls, I'll tell you right now.
Yep.
Sensitivity, you want my X or my Y?
Both. What are both?
X is 7, Y is 16.
Okay, am I doing my shit right? Does he have it flip flopped? Isn't X left and right? Am I drunk? Yeah, you have your shit flip flopped, or you really should up it to the other one to 16. Because
I put them both to 16.
Yeah, you turn so slow that if someone walks behind you as you're using an ability, you can't turn it all of them. So that'll be a better. I play on like 15 when I play console, so you should be able to make that work. But it's gonna take you a game or two to get used to it while you're playing on controller. Don't freak out, because I had somebody while you were playing. I did a coaching today, and a dude was on like 50x your sensitivity, and I had to bring him down. So he's gonna go through the same shit as you. It happens. Why the fuck were you so afraid, or maybe not afraid, that might be the wrong word, but why would you go in and fight? Why would you commit?
I'm sorry, it's cutting off.
Why wouldn't you commit and like go into a fight?
Okay, so if you notice at the start of the game, I was.
Yes.
And then I got pissed off at myself because I chased that kill when I ulted and missed Arachne.
Uh-huh.
I already know you were going to say something about it.
Yeah. All right.
I completely flaked that. And then my dumbass chased because, everybody's watching. I'm like, I can't let this go, which I should have let it go.
All right. Okay.
And then, after that, I was kind of hesitant,
Okay. So don't let a fuck up change your gameplay, because it doesn't matter. You're going to fuck up. Everybody misses shit. Shit happens. It's fine. Because we could have learned more. You were positioning as if you were a ranged major hunter that whole time. You got to stop doing that. Especially if your team has a lead, start looking to, honestly, with the lead you guys had, you could even be engaging fights up through that late game with just how far ahead everybody was. You also didn't look for any side lane. You farmed a lot, which I'm guessing you probably took away from, things I've told people, because you were kind of on your farm game, but you didn't try to gank the side lanes at all. So take a second when you're farming to plan out, like, I'm going to go speed, I'm going to go to this back camp, and I'm going to check and see if I can gank. You don't have to be successful with the gank. You could just go over there, see if someone's gankable. You could damage check, meaning you like run up and hit the soul later, see if he's even somebody you could kill. Those are all options that are fine. If you're going to get super deep into farming and your team is having a solid game, or you just really feel like you can't gank, start looking at their jungle. At least get the timers, even if it's not up, run through their jungle, especially on Pele. You're fast as fuck. On Pele, go serrated edge, don't go Titan's Bane or Crusher, whatever you were going to go serrated edge. It's way better for sustain and it's way better for movement.
Okay.
When you're fighting on the beacons, which seem to be, you guys had like really long 5v5s, you were kind of just chilling there. Look to engage over and over again. You don't have to full commit. You can save your ult to fucking just dip. Like if you go in, you overcommit with your regular abilities, you get caught, CC, whatever, just ult out. That's fine. It's okay to use your ult to disengage. It's better to live than to die for no reason. So just test yourself. Like even when you get pissed off. Okay, go ahead.
Part of my I feel like the game was a little lopsided. Like you're talking about,
yeah,
like,
it was.
oh, you know, go left or go right, look for ganks. You can ask the guys in comms. I'll be like, hey, is this person gankable? I'm coming heading that way. No, we're all good. I mean, so it was like, that's kind of why I was more on my farm game than ganking side lanes.
All right, so that'll probably never happen in your rank game. So I'm going to talk as if that's not happening. Yeah, that's never going to fucking happen. They were saying they're fine, meaning they don't need a gank. That doesn't, you need to be looking for it on your own. I know that's just a different, you were in a setting that's not normal, so it's not traditional, it's gonna fucking happen. But just for an example, you did your back camps at one point, and while you right when you finished the back camps, the Achilles used his whole kit on your tower line in solo. So he was like 10 feet away, and you at least could have damage checked it, but instead you went for mids because they were up. Yeah, exactly. And it's probably because they said we're fine. Them being fine doesn't mean you can't go and kill somebody, right? Like that's irrelevant. Right. They're just saying how they're doing in their lane. You need to be able to like just look around, check items, see what people are building, see if, you know, they're squishier. Solo laners right now go bluestone damage items a lot. They're killable in that situation. Check positioning if they're on tower lines, if they're deep. You did get one chat wanted to call it a gank. I wanted to call it a gank. You killed mid one time, which was solid, but it was more like you were checking for a buff and they walked up and you actually walked over a ward. So they were just super unaware. They just were not paying any fucking attention. So really, it's in my mind, by like the way I look at the game, you didn't gank for the first 10 minutes of the game, and we need to get you ganked.
That's the truth. It's the plain truth. And if you look at my damage records from like all the other games, like,
yeah, you fought a lot. Yeah, you have a fuck ton of kills and shit. Now that you say it, that you're all on comms, and they were probably trying to make it easy on you. That's probably what happened. But I'm just gonna keep talking for just ignore that game and think of for your fucking future games. Right. Be looking for ganks and stuff. I guess now that you mentioned it, you do a lot in those games. So maybe I need to shift away. What was different for you? Okay, so outside of the fact, yeah.
When I play ranked, it's either if you look at the games, you'll see like I'm not necessarily always kill chasing, but I do have high damage numbers.
Okay, tell me this real quick. You said you were all on comms, right? Were you the one to call an objective at any point in time?
Oh, you know, I don't know the names, man.
Don't worry about what they were doing.
Just took the lead.
Okay, so in your rank games, do you ever like? Are you saying let's go gold and you spam that shit?
Gold Fury, attack Pyro. You know, a lot of times like a lot of people don't listen to comms, so they don't use comms. They'll listen, so I'll say like lefts are up, rights are up for like mid lane and at the start of the game.
Yeah.
I'll say those, but the thing is, I mean, it's hard to gauge this elo. I really think that was just a completely demolished game.
It was a demolished game. And I'm trying to
showcase what I would normally do.
I'm trying to tell you what you should do in your games without seeing those games. So I'm saying, do you make calls on objectives? You said you do.
But they don't listen. That's
gonna happen. That's gonna happen.
It happens a shit ton.
That's one reason that queuing with somebody is really good, because if two of you go over there, you usually can do it with just two people.
Yeah, you told me that yesterday because I was complaining 5 games in a row straight bosses, and you're like, yeah, you got to queue with someone. It's hard to queue with people. I'm being honest with you.
I mean, I understand. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying that will help. On the other side, another solution, Pyro is really fucking easy to do. It's right there next to mid. So even if people don't want to listen to you, if they see you doing it, there's a very good chance either your support or mid is going to come over and throw an ability, and you're going to be able to do it. So if you're going to call an objective, call your gold. If no one fucking goes over there the first time, start doing pyro instead. Just focus on pyros to get that little bit of a lead. If you're in a situation where nobody will fucking listen, you can't do objectives, you need to be invaded. You got to be taking their farm away and shutting it down. And that doesn't mean fighting. You can just run up, take a wave, and run away.
Right.
So do that a little bit more. The build thing we talked about, you warded a little bit. Your team was warding a lot. So try to, when you're in your rank games, try to make sure you're grabbing a ward on most backs and put those wards deep in the jungle. When I'm saying deep, I'm talking at least at their back camps. If you're able to path through their jungle safely, put them on their speeds and have vision of their speeds. That's how deep you should be.
So normally, this, with my Pele, I usually put a Hydras in there. But when I put the Hydras in there, what I normally do is I go Boombas versus I.
No, your build was good. Just go serrated.
Okay.
Your build and go it before Heartseeker.
Okay.
And if they don't have a ton of healing, you're not going to build that Brawler's Beat Stick. So go it where the Brawler's Beat Stick was if there's no healing.
Yeah, they had a Freya. They had a
your build was good.
Achilles.
Yeah, your build was good. When you went to Titan's Bane, I was like, but Serrated is a little better than Titan's Bane. That's really.
You know what's funny? I didn't even think of Serrated at the time.
Yeah, Serrated's like super core assassin still. Yeah, I think after the nerfs,
I do
maybe some of the changes.
I just completely slipped my mind.
Yeah. And I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to process what you can work on in your rank games.
It's tough because, like I said, it was a one-sided game, so I don't even think if you can really gauge if that was elo hell or not. I mean, I don't know.
It's nearly impossible. I will say that the way your sensitivity was so low that mechanically there's no fucking way you would keep competing in the higher MMRs. You changed it already, so that'll help.
I did. I changed them both to 16.
Don't max your 2. I know why you did it. You maxed the 2 to rank 3 to get more range. You don't fucking need to do that shit. With a higher sense, you'll be able to keep up with them in terms of like with your 3 and turning, and you will land that shit on your main target. So do not do that. Max your 1, your ult, your 2, your 3. If they have knockup immune gods, you can max your 3 before your 2. Like if your main targets are knockup immune.
I usually max my 1. The only reason I really maxed the 2 in this game was because of the Arachne. In case she got next to me and was able to like stun me, I did do that just so I can knock her up real fast.
Okay, so the big thing with Arachne is, yes, you could do that to self peel, but you need to be thinking you're gonna fucking turn and kill her, because what's gonna happen is in your mind you're planning, okay, she's gonna run at me and stun me, I'm gonna knock her up to stop the damage. You need to think she's gonna run up and stun me, I'm gonna come out of that stun and I'm gonna fucking blow her up off of a knockup, and you're gonna kill her.
Right.
That's how it needs to go. Especially with your ult and her slight delay on her ult, you can blow her up out of a knockup super fucking easy. Pele's an all-in. She's an overkill god. She does more damage than she needs to kill that single target. The biggest thing with Pele is how you play going in and out of fights, like after you full committed. So obviously I didn't get to see that in that game because you kind of stopped engaging. I would have liked to see you fight more and just test your limits. In your rank games, you're getting a lot of kills. You said you're chasing a lot. So try to do more objective play. Try to back off of those and be like, start spamming going for an objective or spamming a tower. Or in your case, if nobody's doing shit and you win a slight team fight, you're popping off, start pushing fucking waves. Start getting towers, because if your people aren't rotating objectives, they're going to be in the wave. So just fucking go push the wave with them and call the tower. They're going to have to hit it.
They become crybabies and just like walk around the map.
Yeah, so mute them and just keep going. If they're walking around the map, then they're more likely to end up at an objective. Because then there's two people in one lane.
They literally sit in base and just walk around.
Oh yeah, no, it does happen. I know.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm just telling you from my experience in this lower. And to be honest, I've only been playing ranked for like 4 months.
Okay, then that's all right. Then that's not the worst thing in the world. Pretty much what I said is what I would work on. I think you upping your sense is gonna help a lot at the as you go up in MMR. Because like you missed that ult that you were talking about, and it's because you were low sense. That's you 100% missed it because of low sense. You couldn't turn left in time to change your direction of your ult, so that should help.
Okay.
If you realistically, if you want to get out of that shitty MMR faster, just find somebody to queue with. If you get somebody decent in your game, hit them up. If there's somebody asking to play somewhere that's around your MMR, I would just play with them, because if they're asking to play, that means they want to get better. Whether they're bad or not, that's a different story.
Yeah,
but at least they want to get better.
I'm not saying I'm a Masters player or anything like that, but I mean I shouldn't be in the MMR. I mean, I don't think so. At least I don't know if you think so. If you do, go ahead and tell me.
That game is hard to judge, to be honest. It's really hard to judge off that match. There were some things that were good, and like your awareness in the early game, you could tell you were paying attention to things that other people wouldn't. Your build was fine, which is usually not something that happens at lower brackets. But mechanically, and then not fighting late, I couldn't, like, I would have said, you know, there's no way you should be 2K MMR because of the way you played that end game, 100%. But
Right.
that doesn't mean you're 1250 MMR. You might be somewhere in between because I couldn't fucking judge.
Okay, cool. I think I'm leaving the country for like the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
But when I get back, I am gonna do the coaching thing with you. So
yeah, whatever
we'll
you want to do,
that.
bro. All right. That, I mean, I'll definitely be able to judge more off that because I look at multiple games. So sounds good, dude.
Okay.
Thanks for doing it.
Cool.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.